In the dim, flickering light of a distant campfire, a man, his face etched with the lines of countless struggles and the weight of a life lived in turmoil, sits surrounded by his family. He is Jacob, the patriarch whose life has been a relentless journey of dreams and disappointments, triumphs and tragedies. His story, as told in the book of Genesis, is a tapestry woven from threads of human ambition, divine intervention, and the unyielding bonds of family. As Jacob nears the end of his life, his final moments are a poignant reminder of the complexities of human existence and the enduring hope that lies within us. The phrase Miqtseh in Hebrew, which appears in the narrative of Joseph and his brothers, is a linguistic puzzle that has bewildered translators for centuries. On the surface, Miqtseh means at the end of. But in the context of Joseph's selection of 5 brothers to present to Pharaoh, it is more fitting to interpret it as from the best of, or from the pick of. This nuance is crucial because it highlights Joseph's intention to introduce the most presentable and capable of his brothers, a gesture that underscores his role as a leader and his desire to maintain the dignity of his family in the eyes of the Egyptian court. The term Miqtseh is also used in Judges chapter 18, verses 2, where it refers to elite soldiers, reinforcing the idea that Joseph chose the most distinguished of his brothers for this important task. The number 5, which recurs throughout the Joseph story, is not merely a random choice. It is a deliberate and symbolic number, reflecting the narrative's fondness for patterns and numerical motifs. 5 is half the number of the brothers who initially sold Joseph into slavery, and it appears in other significant contexts. Benjamin was given a 5-fold portion at Joseph's feast, and the Egyptians were required to pay 1/5 of their harvest as a tax. These numerical repetitions create a sense of symmetry and balance, mirroring the thematic elements of the story, such as the tension between reconciliation and division, and the themes of divine providence and human agency. When the brothers first address Pharaoh, they use a verb indicating temporary residence, to sojourn in the land, but Pharaoh's response shifts to a verb of fixed settlement, to dwell in the land. This subtle change in language reflects the growing permanence of the Israelites' presence in Egypt. The transition from a transient state to a more settled existence is a crucial theme in the story, symbolizing the gradual transformation of the Israelites from nomadic herders to a more established community. Jacob's blessing of Pharaoh, a gesture that straddles both the formal greeting and a deeper spiritual act, is a moment of profound significance. While it is a deferential gesture owed to a monarch, it also reflects Jacob's role as a patriarch and his sense of divine authority. The act of blessing, in this context, is a powerful affirmation of Jacob's spiritual leadership and his recognition of Pharaoh's status as a ruler, even as he asserts his own moral and spiritual authority. Jacob's life, as he reflects in his final moments, has been marked by a series of wanderings and struggles. His statement, "Few and evil have been the days of the years of my life," is a somber summary of a life filled with both achievements and hardships. Despite his successes securing the birthright, the blessing, and a large family, Jacob's journey has been one of constant conflict and pain. His achievements have come at a steep price, and the narrative's moral realism is evident in the way it portrays Jacob's life as a series of struggles, rather than a straightforward path to happiness. The land of Ramesses, mentioned in the narrative, is a term that has puzzled commentators due to its apparent anachronism. While it is likely a synonym for Goshen, the use of Ramesses foreshadows the future oppression of the Israelites and the construction of the city with their labor. This detail adds a layer of historical context and foreshadowing to the story, connecting the events of Jacob's life to the broader narrative of the Israelites' enslavement and eventual exodus. Joseph's administration during the famine is depicted as a masterful example of leadership and foresight. However, the reduction of the Egyptian population to a state of virtual serfdom is a complex issue. While it is presented as an act of administrative brilliance, it also raises questions about the ethical implications of such policies. The narratives focus on the practical outcomes of Joseph's actions, such as the prevention of widespread starvation and the preservation of the land, suggests a pragmatic view of governance. However, the long-term consequences of these policies, such as the centralization of power and the subordination of the peasantry, are also evident in the story's later developments. The movement of the people, town by town, is a significant detail in the narrative, reflecting the disruption of traditional social structures and the creation of a new order. Joseph's actions, while intended to ensure the survival of the population, also have the effect of severing people from their ancestral lands and redefining their relationship to the land and to the crown. This aspect of the story highlights the complex interplay between individual and collective welfare, and the often unintended consequences of even well-intentioned policies. In the final chapter of Genesis, Jacob's blessing of his sons, particularly Ephraim and Manasseh, is a powerful moment of closure and continuity. The story of Jacob's life, with all its struggles and triumphs, culminates in the passing of his legacy to the next generation. The act of blessing, with its symbolic and spiritual dimensions, is a bridge between the past and the future, connecting Jacob's experiences to the broader narrative of the Israelites. As Jacob's life comes to an end, the narrative circles back to the themes of divine providence and human agency. Jacob's blessing of Ephraim over Manasseh, despite Manasseh's firstborn status, is a final act of subverting established order and emphasizing the importance of character and destiny over birthright. This moment, like many others in the story, underscores the idea that the future is not predetermined by lineage alone, but shaped by the choices and actions of individuals. In the end, Jacob's life is a testament to the human experience, a journey marked by both triumph and tragedy, and a story that continues to resonate with readers today. The book of Genesis, through the life of Jacob, offers a profound reflection on the complexities of human existence and the enduring hope that lies within us, even in the face of adversity. Jacob's life, like the campfire that flickers in the darkness, is a beacon of light in a world of shadows.